The Cedar Falls Schools Foundation is an Iowa nonprofit corporation for the sole benefit of enhancing excellence in education in the Cedar Falls community schools. The foundation manages generous support from alumni, staff, community members, businesses, and organizations to support excellence and innovation in our public schools. The 2021-2022 school year was certainly a challenging year for education, and our community rose to that challenge by significantly increasing support for students and staff. We present select highlights from the results of that generous support with this video entitled The Cedar Falls Schools Foundation Year in Review 2021-2022. The Cedar Falls Schools Foundation is honored to manage scholarship funds made possible solely through the generosity of alumni, staff, community members, businesses, and organizations. Scholarships amounting to $31,000 were awarded to Cedar Falls graduates at an honors convocation event in May of 2022. Looking at the Cedar Falls Schools Foundation website, you will notice scholarship donors steer their contributions towards specific student characteristics and educational preferences. This particular scholarship presentation at the Honors Convocation reveals the thread or the theme that ties the values and interests of the donors to a particular senior graduate.
On behalf of the Brown family, I'm happy to present the 2022 Dan and B. Brown Memorial Scholarship, renewable for up to 4 years in the amount of $1,000 each year, to Madden McFarland. B's sister, Dolores Horn, generously established this scholarship in memory of Dan and B. Dolores and B grew up in Cedar Falls and didn't have the means to pursue post-secondary educations. Before her passing in 2014, B worked for over 40 years as secretary to the president of Rath Packing. Before his passing in 2008, Dan fought in World War II as a Marine and was employed at John Deere. They both traveled extensively and had great interest in education, young people, and the community. Award preference is given to a student who has demonstrated community service and has a grade point average of 2.9 or better. Madden will be attending Iowa State University, majoring in environmental science. Congratulations, Madden.
Every year since 2008, the Cedar Falls Schools Foundation has awarded classroom excellence grants to educators in Cedar Falls Community School District. The grant projects covered a myriad of topics including reading and language arts, music, physical education and health, social emotional learning, computer science, CPR instruction, environmental science, and student leadership. Over 30 innovative professional educators used these grants to expand and enhance student learning in 11 schools that impacted over 2,000 students. Many of the grant projects continue expanding learning opportunities for years to come. An example of how educators in our district utilize these grant funds is the work being done by Michelle Drow in the North Cedar Music Program. Funds from donors were used to purchase musical instruments, allowing more students chances to learn how to play the music that appeals to them. Just as important, the project allows them to connect with peers in ways not experienced before through forming a rock band. One student commented, "I love after-school rock band and can't imagine school without it." Another student responded, "I never want to leave rock band practice." A similar grant project was implemented by Amanda Bridges at Hanson Elementary. It was entitled Little Kids Rock, a modern band approach to music education. Another innovative grant project was done by Kathleen Reed at Southdale Elementary in her preschool classroom. The grant was entitled Preschool Study of Light. Students were able to use the light table supplies purchased from the grant funds to explore differences between opaque and translucent objects. New material enhanced by the light tables allowed the students to work on patterns, sorting, shapes, and colors. Students learned the pattern of night and day using lights with a globe. The preschoolers learned about sources of light and how light impacts shadows, as well as learning the vocabulary to describe length and size. Students extended their learning of shadows in the classroom into outdoor play and conversations. Here's a comment from a preschool student. Did you see when I move the light, the shadow disappears, and when I do this, she moves the light away, it gets bigger. For more information on the Cedar Falls Schools Foundation Excellence Grants, please visit our website and Facebook homepage.